Once upon a time, in the small town of Willowbrook, nestled deep within the misty hills, there was a mysterious book that held the secrets of an unsolved murder. The townspeople whispered about it, passing rumors from one trembling lip to another. It was said that anyone who read this book would be plagued with a sense of impending doom, as if the shadows themselves were watching their every move. No one dared to touch it, let alone open its pages. But curiosity has a way of driving even the most rational of minds, and so it happened that one fateful day, a young woman named Emily stumbled upon the book. She was an avid reader, always seeking thrilling tales to transport her to far-off worlds. However, this book seemed to emanate an eerie aura that both intrigued and unsettled her. Against her better judgment, Emily cautiously opened the book, and as she turned its pages, she discovered a handwritten account of a murder that had taken place years ago in Willowbrook. The details were chilling: a young woman found lifeless in the woods, her body marked with cryptic symbols and surrounded by eerie candles. The murder had remained unsolved, haunting the town with a sense of unease ever since. Determined to unravel the truth, Emily immersed herself in the book's pages, losing herself in the dark and twisted narrative. As she delved deeper, strange occurrences began to unfold around her. She would hear faint whispers in the dead of night, catch glimpses of shadows lurking in the corners of her vision, and experience a growing anxiety that seemed to seep into her very bones. The townspeople noticed the change in Emily. She became pale and withdrawn, her once sparkling eyes now haunted by an unspoken fear. They pleaded with her to put the book away, to leave the past buried in the depths of time. But Emily was consumed by an insatiable curiosity, unable to tear herself away from the story that had ensnared her soul. Days turned into weeks, and Emily's obsession with the book grew. Sleep eluded her, replaced by restless nights spent poring over the pages, searching for clues that would unravel the mystery. Her friends and family, concerned for her well-being, begged her to stop, fearing for her sanity. But Emily refused to relent, driven by a relentless determination to uncover the truth. As the final pages of the book approached, Emily's anxiety reached a fever pitch. She had become a mere shell of her former self, the weight of the unsolved murder pressing upon her like a leaden shroud. She could almost taste the answers, so close yet agonizingly out of reach. And then, on one stormy night, as thunder cracked and lightning illuminated the darkened room, Emily turned the last page. A sudden silence filled the air, the atmosphere thick with anticipation. And there, before her, written in ink that seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly glow, were the words she had been searching for. The revelation struck Emily like a bolt of lightning, electrifying her every nerve. The truth, so inconceivable and yet undeniably real, sent chills down her spine. She had stumbled upon something far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. But as Emily gasped in disbelief, the room plunged into darkness, and the book disappeared from her hands. Panic consumed her, and she found herself trapped in a suffocating void. Whispers echoed around her, and the shadows writhed, taking on grotesque forms that danced with malevolence. And then, in an instant, it was over. Emily awoke with a jolt, her heart pounding, and realized it had all been a vivid nightmare. The book lay innocently on her nightstand, just as it had before. Trembling, she reached for it, hesitating for a moment before opening its pages. But as she read the first line, a shiver raced down her spine. The story was familiar, a tale of a murder in Willowbrook, written in her own handwriting. Emily gasped, her mind reeling with the realization that the nightmare was not a dream but a premonition. In that moment, the true horror unfolded. The book was a vessel, a curse that trapped its readers within the story, forcing them to relive its events, over and over again. And with each retelling, the book gained strength, perpetuating the unsolved murder for eternity. The truth was too much for Emily to bear, and she was doomed to live out the twisted tale until the end of her days, forever bound to the dark secrets of Willowbrook. And as she turned the pages, her heart heavy with despair, the chilling winds whispered through the room, carrying her anguished cries into the night.